What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we talk about this 911 Turbo 3.6 in Street 2. It got an insane buff here in Season 8, and just like the NSX, it's performing extremely well. So much so that I'm sort of questioning, is this going to be a meta car? I really don't know, but we're going to find out. All right, let's go. All right, here it is, man. The 911 Turbo 3.6. This is the 1993 Porsche. I've blacked mine out. I don't know why. I just felt like doing it today. I don't have a wrap for this one, so it is what it is. The customization on this, I'm not going to go through, but I strongly recommend putting on a wide body kit. The car looks good with the wide body kit, but also it gives you a tiny bit better handling. The car is very strange when it comes to handling. Speaking of that, it just feels like it oversteers to the max, and this is something that I know the sweats will like, because the best cars in the game are oversteery type cars. They just want to turn, and those are the cars that you do well with. Now for this particular one, I'm going to tell you my times on my test courses, but to be really honest with you, I don't feel like I'm getting the most out of the car. Now I'm on direct mode. I put pro settings on it that fit my driving style, and I feel like the car is better than what I can actually give it. So I've asked some of the sweat community what they think of the car. So far, I've seen some other sweat people use it. It is really good. The comments are really good so far. It's something that I think is going to take a little bit more time for us to figure out how well this car goes directly up against the GTO and how well it goes up against the F50 in Street 2. It's got a ton of power. It reminds me a lot of the 993 because of the way that it reacts to NOS. Like it's NOS power and its ability to accelerate from like the middle of the transmission all the way through to the higher gears, which is only, I think it has 5 gears. It's very powerful. Because of that, and all of the power is going to the rear wheels, you're seeing a lot of oversteer. All the weight is in the back of the car and it just oversteers like crazy. But it doesn't lose traction that much. If you're like a mid or low skill driver, you're probably gonna spin this car out a little bit. I think the ceiling on this car is very high. It reminds me a lot of like the Agera, for example, not in the way that it drives necessarily, but the fact that it takes a lot of skill to drive. I feel like I'm not even getting the most out of this car. But that being said, let's talk about the times. So on Kyusha Spirit, it ran a 211.4, and that's without Nitro Chemist, and a 316 on Groundworks. Those are insane times without Nitro Chemist. I then went back and retested it with Nitro Chemist. I ran a 208.8 on Kyusha and a 311.3 on Groundworks, which makes this car a top 10 car in terms of its times. It's crazy. Those are the cars that we talk about. Now it is slightly slower than the 993 in terms of test times, but again, I don't think the 993 has the skill ceiling that this car has, and I think I'm not getting as much out of it. I think there's more time in those races, and I've gone at it all over and over and over again trying to optimize. It just feels like I don't have complete control over the car, which could, you know, go against me in the grand races, but we're going to see in just a moment. It's definitely a car that's worth talking about, worth trying. You should definitely buy this car and definitely give it a try for yourself, because in Street 2, it seems to be doing very well. Anyway, here are the pro settings that I've got, and hopefully these pro settings kind of, you know, calm the car down a little bit for you as well. And let's go out for a grand race. All right, here we go. I decided to go ahead and use this one on the first part of this race, the first stint, but because we're in the main stage modifier, which is European street cars, we're gonna be using Porsche for this entire thing. I'm gonna go with the 993 on the third, and I'm in last, dude. Why do I gotta start this in last? Well, it's gonna be a good test for this thing. Let's see how close to the front of the pack I can get before we exit this first stint. All right, little movements. The car likes to oversteer a lot. I knew they were gonna go that way. Decided to do the old switcheroo, baby. All right, let's just calm down, everyone. Okay. Okay, we'll go across here. So far, so good. I mean, I'm really just trying to avoid everything that's happening. Oh my God, GT3 RS Fest. Get out of here. I don't even know if this is a GT3 RS, I'll be honest with you guys. It looks like it though. Oh my God, these guys are holding me up. I just want to get to this. All right. We're gonna brake early so we don't mess with them. Holy, what the GT3? I'm gonna keep calling it a GT3, even though I have no idea what car it is. All right. Let's lock in, dude. See the oversteer? Holy moly, dude. Sticks in the gutter right there. Oh my God, bro. The NOS power, it feels great. It feels great, but again, I feel like I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge, like not being able to control it. Oh, that was just a horrible line. Just an absolutely horrible line by me. Okay, we got a couple of little technical turns here. See if we can navigate this a little. Oh, she gutters so good. Come on. Holy moly, dude. Can't get close to people in this game, man. They just ram. That was unintentional. He just didn't control. Okay, that seemed intentional. See a little bit of the gutter here. All right. I'm not walking away from anybody, but I'm also not getting walked away from. Now, keep in mind, none of these cars are the meta for Street 2. And I think it's because everyone's saving their meta cars for the final stint, maybe. All right, calm down. Let's behave on this corner, guys. Let's all be gentlemen. Thank you. I appreciate the assist. We'll go ahead and jump into first here. All right, now we got to lock it in. We got SD state. All right, dude, calm down, calm down. SD state, VT Norris, 1987. Hell yeah, dude, that's the best year, man. Norris, that's the best year if you're watching this video. Baby Nos, let's go. Baby Nos. We're just gonna tap this NOS a little bit, and then a little bit of a burst there. All right, I did not want to go on the sidewalk here, but it's all right. We're good, we're good. You lose grip when you hit the sidewalks. All right, here we go. Little baby taps. Little baby taps get you away. Maybe a couple bigger taps. We want to stay close to 190. We got SD state. We lost everyone else. SD state, you might take this one, dude. You might take this one because I'm in the 993 for the last section. So let's get it. Aren't these routes so fun? Straight routes, bro. Oh my gosh, I haven't driven this car in so long. This is gonna be so horrible. I don't know why I picked it. All right, he's in the M2. Again, baby Nos. All right, game, don't freeze on me now, dude. Don't freeze on me now, dude. Now we're moving. Now we're moving at top speed. This car is awesome, man. Very stable. 993 is easier to drive than the 911 turbo. 38's probably bugging him. Top speed on this car is a 38. I know the top speed on that M2 is like 44. So it's probably bugging him. A little bit of understeer there. No worries. Oh, dude, that's uncalled for. SD state, that's uncalled for. He was having to control himself and not pass me in those tunnels. This car is a little bit faster top speed, which means he's probably going to get it unless I can brake slip here. Oh, that was my mistake. I don't think I'm going to brake slip here. He's obviously been staying with me. Let's see if we can hit this gutter and maybe brake slip on the exit. Not happening. All right. We're going to need all the NOS. And we're going to give SD the win. We're going to give him the win, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SD. Uh-oh. You hit a wall, dude. You had the top speed. I was going to give it to you. I said I was going to give it to him, and then I didn't give it to him. He hit a wall. You guys want to know a little breakdown of what just happened there? We can do a replay on this video. He rear-ended me because his car has a higher top speed than mine, and he had slipstream. So he rear-ended me in a section that's a little bit tight. So there's not really any passing there on that little S-turn. You can't really pass there. Rear ends me, makes himself lose a little bit of control, touches the wall. And that's all it took. I just need a little bit of gap. If he was in slip after we round that corner and he had NOS, he would have passed me 100%, and I would have probably had to concede. I wasn't going to block. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's talk about the 911. The 911 does well. Now, I was on the edge of my seat trying to control that car. I'll be honest with you guys. It likes to oversteer. It does very, very well in the gutters because of that oversteer. The car is fairly stable in the back, but if you oversteer the car, like if you make some mistakes, then you can lose the back end quickly. But for the most part, it doesn't just like lose control of itself like you can do with the Agera, right? The Agera takes a lot more throttle control. This one does not, and it's probably because it's in Street 1, so it doesn't have a ton of power anyway. Anyways, I think it's good, man. I think it's there. It's definitely there. It's a car that we have to think about in terms of the meta. I don't know what the consensus is going to be among the sweat community, the people that actually have the skill to drive the car well. But once we figure that out, I will for sure give you guys an update. I'm planning on doing a Grand Race meta update videos now that we are in season 8. I'll be honest with you guys, just a sneak peek. Most of the meta feels like it's the same as last season. I don't think there's any real changes, but we're going to talk about the new cars in that video as well, so that we can talk about how they fit into the meta and all that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. Trigger out.